starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group. Welcome to another weekly Vending Live. Joining me tonight, as always, Matt from Galaxy Games 843.
What's up, guys?
And special guest tonight,
He's back.
David
back,
from
yeah.
Xtreme Vending. Welcome
Thank
back.
you.
Glad you're
Thank
feeling
you.
better. I missed you, and we all missed you. And we're
Absolutely.
glad you're okay and everything's fine. And you've been busy. You're a busy man. And so I don't know if we want to go right into how everybody's doing and what their week's been like. But we already got a bunch of people in here, a lot of comments. We got some super chats already. So we are rolling. Let's do your weeks first, and then we'll go into some chats and some stuff like that and cover that. So David, you want to go first since you got
I think he should. I think David should definitely go first.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I know I got a lot to catch up with. I actually was really bummed out that I was sick last live stream because those who know, last week I got my keys to the arcade, so I was able to start working on the arcade. However, shortly after I got the keys, I caught a cold and got sick, so I was not able to even do much yet. And so I've been playing a lot of catch up, doing my route, and I just been super busy. Like crazy busy, but I did make a short. I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, on the streams probably saw the short of what my arcade's gonna look like.
We did.
I'm super excited because when I went there and got the keys, I was I scouted around and stuff. I really started taking a look around my surroundings. And one thing, and I showed it in the short a bit, but I got some apartments that are like right across the way from my entryway. And that entryway is one of the major entryways. It's not the main one, but one of the secondary main entrances. And as soon as you walk in, you're going to see the Kenichi Claw sign. And it's like the first building you see. So I'm really, really excited about that.
That's exciting, man.
Yeah, I watched the short too, and I got to say, I'm impressed that you guys took down that half wall. I think that was kind of going to limit you, but I'm glad you took it down so that way everybody can see all the lights inside and all the craziness. It's going to be good.
Machines, because I mean, that would have blocked a lot of it. And even if you would have had a cool display there, I just don't think it does anything like claw machines do. And people walking by and seeing all the lights flashing and the toys inside. And I mean, I think you made a smart decision with that. So I think
Totally.
You guys, I should bring out some of the toys on our little break when we start going about the giveaway. I'm going to run and grab some toys.
Yes,
cool.
your
Definitely.
So you got some cool stuff and a lot of boxes, trailer full of boxes that you brought home that you've been going.
That was one of 2 trailer loads, and I still got another one. So a quick story, you guys, if you don't mind me taking up the mic a little bit longer.
Go ahead.
So I ordered all these toys.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I ordered all these toys, right? Got roughly around 3,000 toys. And I was a little bit shocked at how much I was spending. It was about $10,500. So you do the math, that's $350, $360 a toy. And so I was like, oh gosh, that's kind of a lot more expensive than I thought. And the toys show up, and I'm opening the boxes, and I got so many of the certain type of toy. And I was like, I didn't order this many. I ordered 150 toys of every single type. I wanted to have 150 for each machine. And I keep going through, and I keep finding more and more of these toys. And I checked the order, and the rep that was working with me misunderstood me. I said 150 pieces, and they thought I meant 150 packs. And each pack comes with 10. So I didn't come out with 3,000 toys. I came out with about 4,500, just a little under 4,500. And that made my toy cost go down to about $2.50 a piece.
That's a lot better. That sounds better.
That is a lot better.
Sure.
But, oh my gosh, I was like, what the heck? Why do I have so many of these toys? And then I checked it this last day or two, and I was like, oh, that makes sense now. So it's kind of funny.
Nice. Well, how was your week, Matt?
Good. I've been filming videos, so I've been doing a lot of that. I got, obviously we released a video today. I'm almost done for the weekend video, and I've been prepping because it's auction weekend, guys. That means there's going to be coverage of the auction. Maybe we'll bring home some machines. We'll see what happens. I need more machines for the flea market. I need more machines for the ice cream shop. And, I might just want to get some other machines too for other locations. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
is this the one that's in North Carolina that the gentleman passed away and they kept it going? Is that what they're doing?
So it's the same company.
Okay.
This one is in Tennessee, but it's the same company that runs the North Carolina auctions. Yeah, it's all run by the same company.
Okay, gotcha. But we don't know if he's going to start doing, or they're going to keep continuing doing the one the guy did in North Carolina, right?
They are, yeah,
Oh, they
same
are.
company.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Oh, good. Nice.
Yeah, a new guy, Bobby, who you've seen many times in the videos. He's usually standing next to the auctioneer in my videos, and he's writing the prices on the machines and helping call bids, but he's not actually the auctioneer. So he's actually stepped in, and he's kind of trying to
Nice.
put all the pieces together and run the show. So, Bobby, we're super excited that you've stepped up, and we're super excited to see you this weekend.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, before I get into my week, or our week, I should say, let's cover these super chats real quick.
Yeah, we got a couple super chats. I saw one from Waco and one from Cody. All right, first one up. We got Waco's Car Wash Channel, Elevators and More. He was talking about it in the Discord today. He went to Buc-ee's. He got 3 car washes. Your car must be super clean. That's all I'm saying. 3 car washes. You must have a really clean car right now. Spent a total of $32 and rode 11 elevators. Obviously, the elevators were not at Buc-ee's because we know Buc-ee's doesn't have elevators, at least not to the general public anyway.
Right.
But thanks for the super chat.
Thank you so much, for sure.
For sure. All right, next up, we got Cody Cantley with a $5 super chat. Says, heading to place my second Candy Machine Super Mini. Awesome.
Nice
job,
New
Cody.
location alert. Nice job.
Good
Very
job.
cool. Congrats.
Very cool.
And thanks for the super chat.
I like his icon.
Yeah.
Yes, Claudad. I want to say he was talking about getting that logo in the Discord. Did E3 do that by chance?
I think you can have it on you should be able to, because I have our logo on
No, what I'm saying is the logo that he's showing there. I think I could be mistaken, but I feel like he said E3 in the Discord designed the logo for him, is what I mean.
Oh, yes. From what I understand, I think so. Yep. Which is great.
Cool.
And probably going to be designing a new logo for us for another project that we're working on. And if you're looking for logos or graphic design, like E3 is your man, and you want stickers, that's that, and vendinglabels.com. Those two are your top 2 places to get custom stuff done. That's just amazing. So, yep, E3 Vending made it, he said.
There we go. Yeah. There we go.
That's good work, man.
E3 Vending is the best. He's the designer of the Gamer Mini, Gamer Quest, and Mega Minis.
Yes. Good stuff. Very good
Love
stuff.
it.
So our week, the kids have been off this week. So they had, because of President's Day weekend, they started their vacation. So today we actually went location hunting, and we haven't been location hunting in quite a long time. And so that was kind of exciting for us. We're getting some new machines in, and we wanted to go out and look for some locations. And the kids, man, like Sam and Amelia, were on point. Like it was impressive because they haven't done it. I mean, it's been like 6 months since
So you were expecting them to be a little bit rusty, maybe?
I thought they'd be rusty and be just like over it. You know what I mean? Because it's been so long, and it's like we covered almost 28 locations today. I think that's how many we went to, and we're pretty diehard. Like we in the car, grab a flyer, out of the car, talk to the person in the car. You know what I mean? Like we don't stop except for lunch. And I mean, that's how we do it. And we have them all mapped out like David showed in his videos. We knew exactly where they're going to be placed. We had pictures of all that. So the kids were just ready to go, and they walked in and they just like fed off each other. So I know that, Cody's doing it with his kids, and your kids are going to get really good at it. Like they're going to help each other. So like
they're going to be impressing.
Yeah. And when Amelia, she'd forget something, then Sam would kind of throw a couple lines in there and stuff. And Sam's way different than Amelia. Like he's very quiet, he's very, very quiet. And so to see him kind of step up was pretty cool, and like be proud of what they've done, and they got to, there was one guy that we went to, it was this Mexican restaurant, and he was not the owner, but he was like the general manager of a few of their restaurants. And he said, he goes, well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not the owner, so I don't make the final decision, but I have a lot of say in what goes into the stores. And he goes, so tell me your spiel, And so they went on, and he goes, well, what do I get out of it? and they're like, well, we don't have a lot of commission locations, but we are going to have a couple coming up. And most places don't ask us for money for our machines because we're kids and we do it ourselves. That's what Amelia said, and I'm like, that's pretty good. And she said, but
Yeah.
if you're interested, we can offer you commission. So basically she said to him, you're stupid for asking us for money because we're kids. And the guy's line was, he goes, well, I like to profit off of kids. That's just kind of what I live for. And like they both kind of stopped, and I started laughing because I knew he was joking, but he said it like
Yeah.
straight face, and he goes, no, I'm just kidding. He goes, we don't need commission, it's fine. He goes, I just wanted to see what you would say. But the way she said it like was super brilliant. Like I'm like, that's a great way to put it. Like, well, you can get commission from us, but most people don't because they're good people, and they don't. That's how it feels, like the way she said it. And I'm like,
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
the
yeah,
best
yeah.
line I've ever heard. So if you guys have kids, you're looking for locations, and they ask you what do you get out of it, say, well, we haven't had to offer commission yet, or you may have one or two locations, whatever it is, but we're kids, so they let us go ahead and have the location, but if you want us to, we will. So they were just on point today. They landed 6 today, which is just awesome, out of like the 28 that we went to. And then they only got one no out of all those. All the other ones were, we gotta
Wow.
somebody or
So you
whatever.
got 27 locations?
No, no, no. Well, we don't know, but 6
Oh,
are
okay.
confirmed
Okay.
that bring the machine this weekend. That's the 6 of them that we have for this
Wow.
weekend. But 20, the other 20, what is that, 23 or 21 or whatever it is, they're like, okay, well, we'll think about it, or we're moving this and come back in a week, or that kind of answer. That wasn't a no. They didn't say no, but a lot of positive. And then the best one of the day was a candy store downtown of the town we're going into. And I guess it's like the hub for kids. Like they have a party room and they have a
Oh,
candy store in the
nice.
front and the Jelly Belly, and they have the gelato ice cream and all, and it's got like the tin roofing tiles, and like it's just like really cool looking old school barrels of candy kind of feel to it.
That's kind of sounds like my spot. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, like it does. It reminds me of that a lot, and it's not super big, but
Hmm.
it's a good, probably, I don't know, 2,000 square feet or something. It's pretty big, but we didn't realize that she had the party room, and so they did their little spiel, and the lady's like, "This is really cool. Like, I'm really proud of you guys for what you're doing." And she goes, "I really feel like we're probably going to put a machine in. It sounds really good." And I said to them, "Well, do you guys want some candy and some ice cream or whatever?" And they're like, "Yeah." So they got like ice creams, and we're at the counter, and the lady goes, "You know what?" She goes, "Will you come with me real quick to Amelia and Sam?" And they're like, "Yeah." And so they had the little ice cream, and they're like walking to the back, and she's like, "I have this room that is our party room," but she said, it's not rented out all the time, but she said, we were talking about doing something with it, and we're thinking that maybe like having some claw machines in here that could be your room, but I can use it for
Wow.
parties. Would you be okay with that? And Millie's like, yeah. She goes, we could have machines in like a month. And I'm like, dude, calm down.
So like a little claw room kind of
Yeah,
thing at
so
this spot.
it'd be like a mini version of like a claw room, that
Would
you
would the public be able to access it like
correct all
when the
the
store's
time.
open though? That's
Yeah, and the
cool.
only
That's
time
really
they wouldn't
cool.
be able to go in there is if there was like a private party. But what's really cool is the downtown area. Every Thursday night they do a farmers market right in front
Mhm.
of this place. They do a lot of downtown events down there, so it would be a very. And she said we're busy. She was like, we have thousands of people through here a day, and she goes, it's not. You wouldn't think it, but she goes, we're really busy, and I'm like, well, that's really cool. So she's saying like maybe we pay a fee, a month to have the room, and allow her to use it, and then she would basically let us have the room to put whatever we want in there. So that was the best location of the day because I came home, I had to talk to the boss, who's cooking in the other room, and ask her what she thinks, and she's all about it. So we're thinking that might be something kind of cool. So
Sounds awesome. Yeah.
never underestimate what you're going to find out in some locations, and always, I think that's what's great about working with kids is that they don't see any negatives like first. Like being an adult, like we're always like so skeptical about
Yes.
what we're going to see, or what they mean by something, or what they're saying, like, but for some reason, and I'm a pretty positive person, but like I always am like, what do they mean by that? Like, like that's just your brain is always thinking that way. But kids, like, they just don't. Like, they're just like, yeah, let's do it. You know, they're just like so. In every location, like, they feel like they're gonna land it. And like I feel for people in the Discord and that are always talking about getting locations, because they're always like, oh, I've been to 20 places and I didn't get anything. And it's like, I'm wondering how much of that is attitude, and like positivity, because I feel like I would be that way too, but the kids are doing it, not me. But it weighs on you. You guys, it totally crushes you when you don't, when you go to all these locations, you don't get it. So, very cool. We had a great day today, so we had a lot of fun. But we're also working on some other stuff too, which we'll be announcing next week. We got the YOW giveaway for the candy machines, super mini. So we got a lot of cool stuff going on. So we got to get to some comments here that I missed, and we have another super chat. Looks like, right?
We do.
Or no? Oh, do we? Yeah. Yes, we do.
We've got one. Yes, we've got one.
Got it. Sorry.
All right, next up, super chat from Waco's Car Wash Channel Elevators More. Another $5 super chat, reminding everyone, smash that like button, guys. It definitely helps other people find the live stream. So thanks for the reminder and thanks for the super chat.
Very cool. All right, so let's see. Everybody's saying good evening. PA Pokemon Pool says he's going to probably go to the auction, or he's been keeping his eye out for it.
I missed that. He says he's going to the auction.
He said he's looking out for.
He's probably looking out for my video. That's what it is.
Oh, I think he's going to the auction. I read it wrong.
I was gonna say that's gonna be a far drive for him if he's going to the auction.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I scrolled too fast. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
We need to make a correction from last week too before I forget.
Yes, let's talk about that. We talked about the number of live stream episodes.
Yes, so I made a mistake. So everybody knows we're not at like 130 live streams. So what I didn't think about is that I have to actually split our live streams in two, and so they're an hour each. For each week. So I felt like an idiot, but we're more like 65, 66 or somewhere around there. So apologies. I am so sorry. But I just looked down at the number. I didn't think about them being each one's two. So my apologies.
Right.
We're more like, but that's a lot. That's a lot of dedication.
It's still a lot. It's over a year, week after week. So yeah. Definitely like the 60 sounds more realistic for sure.
Yeah, you're right. Because you said, man, I thought we were almost at even you said, you're like, I thought we were pretty close to 100, but I didn't realize. And it's like, yeah.
Well, I mean, you said it so confidently. I was like, well, okay.
Well, I just looked at the number. I didn't think. So I have to go on record saying I was wrong. And that was a stupid move to just look at that number, but I didn't put two and two together. It was late and I wasn't paying attention. So
it happens. It's all good.
Yeah. All right. So smash the like button. We're about 18 minutes in. We can probably talk about the giveaway here in a minute.
Yeah. Let's talk about the giveaway.
Okay.
If you want to pull that up.
Pull that up real quick while I'm going through the rest of these. So what?
Yes, go grab some toys.
Okay, I'll right back while you talk about the giveaway.
Go grab some visual aids for the audience.
Okay, so entire screen. There it is. Share
while you're pulling it up, I see Nicole's here. Hey, Nicole, thanks for joining us.
Nicole. There we go. Ready?
Go ahead. Put it up on the big screen. There we go. All right, guys. We're getting down to the wire, guys. We are just 4 weeks away. 4 weeks from today is the drawing for these machines. That's right, guys. Take a look at your screen. CandyMachines.com presents the free spin clip machine and also an electronic bulk vending machine, giving both machines away. And then Quick Play also kicking in a third machine. It's the Super Mini Claw machine. All 3 machines from CandyMachines.com. We're giving away all 3 machines in 4 weeks from today. That's just 4 Wednesdays from now. So all you got to do to get registered to win is just fill out a simple form on our Discord server. We kind of walked you through it last week on how to find the form on the Discord. All you need to do is get signed in. On the left-hand side, you'll find the tabs. Find the one with the rocket ship that says giveaway, candymachines.com, something like that. Fill out the form, and then you're registered to win. So how it's going to break down. The top prize is the free spin clip machine, which if you saw our IAPA videos, it's got a carousel that spins in the middle. You line it up with the pointer. It drops down, releases the clip, and then drops the prize to the prize chute. Again, that's going to be the grand prize. The runner-up is going to get the electronic bulk vending machine you can see on your screen, and you see in my videos just how well it does. It's an awesome machine. I think Quick Play is going to be featuring in some of their upcoming videos too, because I think they got some. So you will be in good company if you get one of these machines, or if you win this machine. And then, of course, that Super Mini Claw machine, you can't go wrong with the Super Mini. From CandyMachines.com, all three, 4 weeks from today, the winner will be drawn live from Las Vegas, Nevada at the NBVA show at the CandyMachines.com booth. So, guys, get signed up, jump in that Discord, fill out the form, and then you're registered to win.
So awesome.
So awesome. I know, right?
All right, David. You're on point.
Look, I have a handbook from
Hold on.
my mall. They gave me a handbook because I'm attendant. And they told me to read it, which I didn't. There's also, this is like, yeah. And then they tell you like what you do in bad weather, bomb threat, and stuff. So I'm official. They want me to read that like I'm in school. Okay. So I thought this was super cute. This is a bunch of these different type of little squishmallow like Disney characters. That's I only grabbed a few. So and then here's another one. I think this one's really cute. Yeah. Yeah, they're really nice. Okay. Then there's like these little tiny Squirtle sleeping, and there's all these different types like Charmander, all that thing. Really squishy. Yeah, they're about 8 inches. Really squishy. And then I got a bunch of Mario characters and stuff. So here's a Toad. And then I got these in my minis, but like this is an 8-inch version of the same toys I've ordered before, and they're just really cute. But these are the ones I'm real excited about. So I got, of course, the Mario's, the Luigi's, Yoshi's, and such. But this, a Koopaling. This is one of the children, King Koopa's children and stuff. I don't know, is this Icky or whatever? I forget their names. There's so many of them. Anyways, I got one of the Koopalings, and then the man himself, King Bowser. Yeah, this one's really cool. This is my favorite. So that was just some of the toys that I got.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Very cool.
I was going to say we're backwards.
Yeah, I was going to say it's surprised.
Man.
So while we were getting all that set up there, another super chat from Toybox HV did come in. Do we want to go ahead and highlight that real quick?
Yep. Going.
There we go. Toybox HV says, with a $2 super chat, says, updates on Kenichi. Love the community. And that's kind of what David is going into here. So perfect timing.
Yeah.
So oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, we saw the short of the space. How much actual construction work do you guys need to do? I know you need to build prize lockers. Do you have to do any painting or any other construction on the space?
Not really. I don't have to do too much. I do have to get some electrical ran. We do have to build so that display side. I do have a wall that has a display that we're going to put. We're going to put like a temporary or a wall there with a door, so no one can go in there and mess with that display.
Sure,
and that will actually lead into the next room, which is the back room where our storage is. So it's going to be like that's our plan. And then other than like running some electrical. And then, so it's interesting. I talked to Claw Daddy, and he already has several arcades, and he told me actually not to do the TV back there. He wants me to do the that use that as shelving for the trade up system. So
nice.
put all the product there. So that's a really good tip. So maybe I'll do that instead.
Sure.
So are you going to do the trade ups?
I'm very tempted to do that. So this is the issue I'm running into right now. So I got the card system on the way. I got my claw machines at the warehouse. I'm still waiting on the card system and the warehouse and the machines at the warehouse. Anime Frank, my machines got sent out before him, but I think it's because my order's so huge. Anime Frank got his before I got mine, and his got sent out like 2 days after mine. So he beat me. He got his order 10 mega minis.
I'm sure he loves that.
Yeah. But anyways, so the problems I'm running into right now is I got a security camera system coming in that we're going to install. So we have cameras. We got like 5 or 6 cameras going up in the building, but we're trying. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this yet. I want to be there to watch things and see how things go and kind of figure out if I need an employee or not, because I might just be there on the busy hours of busy days. And someone in my family might rotate, but if it's really slow and you're only getting what 20, 30 customers a day during the slower days, I might just have it where they just go in and take care of them. Like I want it to be where the doors unlock and lock themselves.
Hmm.
And so people walk in, they go to the kiosk, they buy their game card and they play the game. That's my idea. So if that's the case, then I won't have the trade up system unless I'm there. So
Right. So you're gonna make it locking, like locking cases or something?
So yeah, like I got a bunch of prize lockers there. So if you find the key, we got 10, or we're gonna probably put in 8. So there's 8 times 4, that's 32 prize locker prizes that you can win from. And then the 3 custom that we'll put in there, 3 giant ones. And you should see what the prizes that we got. We got like a little motorcycle and stuff in there, ready to go.
Nice.
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 So I got that from 1688, and it's really affordable, little motorcycle. But we're gonna stick that in there as a prize. That's the idea. And so if someone wins the key or the unlock, that bigger prize might have a different type of locking system. But you'll get that prize and then you'll win it. And then, if we're there, we can do a trade up system. But I'm really only want to be there on the busy days. I really don't want to, have to babysit and stuff. I want to do my routes. I want to do everything else. And if I have to have an employee, maybe we'll look into that. But right now, the plan is just to be there during the busier weekends. And then on the weekdays, unless it's a holiday, we plan to have it just automatic. Like you just walk in and obviously you just serve yourself. So. We'll see how it
That's
goes.
that. I mean, that's really a great way to go. If if you want to have prizes, you could even maybe look at one of those kind of redemption center things like we saw at IAPA.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the lockers. And I found some that I sent to David that are basically like full touch screen vending systems that
Sure.
excuse me, that I found on Alibaba that are really cool. And basically like you put it, you choose what you want, you pay the money, and then what was really neat is a couple of them, like all the lights go out on the whole system, and then that one locker flashes, so like where to go and grab your thing out of,
Right.
and then it
Right.
lights back up. And man, they were pretty sophisticated and neat, and and being a touch screen within the big, it's kind of like a like an LCD turned sideways, so it was tall, and man, they're just really cool. So, they're pricey, but not quite as pricey as probably buying something in the States. But like that's a great way to go too, and they're big. They have any size you want. So, very cool. That's a great idea, Matt. Yeah, I think that those are awesome. So very cool.
Mhm.
And we saw some. You're right at IAPA. So I know that like Gary with Pipeline Games, he had a set in his booth that I saw,
Yep.
and a few other vendors that were carrying some. So they are available out there for sure. So yeah. Oh,
Yeah, because if I were you, I would definitely want to have it set up where I could leave the store unmanned and let it run itself.
yeah.
That's the plan. So if I want to be there and have a trade up system, and do promotions so my father, I don't know if I talked about this at all because I've been gone the last few weeks, but my father, he opened up a swap meet, he built a building and he stuck my OGs, my original claw machines in there because we had a whole bunch of them, and he sets up at the swap meet and he sells his toys and tools, like some of these toys, and he'll sell these things for like 10, 15 bucks a piece, and he'll give them, if they buy these toys, he'll give them free play for one free play per dollar of value. And
Wow.
so
Oh, nice.
people are going, so the people are, he's doing $1,300 days, uh because he's doing that. So he'll go over there and he's like, why don't we do that to the mall? I'm doing $1,300 in a small town. Imagine if we upscale that
At
to
a
a
flea market of all
yeah,
things.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
it's only
Right.
open one day a week,
Yeah.
and you're talking about one day a week. Think about, Matt, your flea market. Think if you were there selling these toys, for $10-15 a piece, and you give them a play on the claw machine for every dollar, people are going to go up there and hand you 10, 20. He had kids come up and hand them $100 bill to get 10 toys, and then they went in there and played 100 times on. They chose which claw machines they would go. And my dad would put $10 on this one, $10 on that one,
That's
and
crazy.
so he's doing like $1,300-$1,400 days doing this.
Yeah.
And it's a small town, so he's doing really amazing. So he wants he's thinking like, well, if I can do that in a small little tiny, I'm talking about Coolidge is like the smallest flea market we have in Arizona. If he can do that there, what would happen if we went to a mall and did the similar promotion where you get a toy plus the play for $10 anyways? Just kind of a thought.
Nice. Very cool. That's a great idea. Very cool. Why is it not working? Oh, there it goes.
I was going to say, what are you doing over there?
I don't know.
All right, another super chat coming in from Waco's Car Wash channel. Elevators More, a $5 super chat talking more about Buc-ee's. Said, did you all know that Buc-ee's in Katy, Texas is the Guinness World Record car wash 255 foot long? I did not know
a football field. Why didn't they just go the full 300? Wait, is that? Yeah, because there's been a football field. It could be like it's a football field size.
Right?
I guess an extra 45 foot would be real expensive.
Imagine the marketing.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you need a car wash that long. Like, to me, like, you know, like
it's a whole show. It's a whole show.
Really?
You're going to have laser lights and like mist and foam and fog and soap and bubbles and jets and sprays and brushes and music and strobes, and yeah, it's a whole show. I guarantee it's a whole show.
Nice.
Got no super chat.
Yep. See that? I'm getting down there, and then we also have a somebody. Sounds like somebody's building something pretty cool.
Here we go. Dino's Dispensers and Arcade. I didn't know you drove big rigs. Just a $2 super chat says, I just parked the 18-wheeler. How are you all doing?
That's cool. There. He's got the side hustle, and then he's doing the driving the truck too. That's pretty cool. Nice, man.
Very cool.
I drive a truck, 18-wheeler too, also, but it's a simulator. And I think I've told you guys the story. The first time I was driving it, I was going through the switchbacks, going through Sholo, and I ran into a Tesla, and it saved me from making it off the cliff, and I pushed the Tesla overboard. And I had to pay a $400 fine, but at least I didn't fall off the cliff.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I was like laughing. I only had to pay $400 for that Tesla getting knocked off. So
Dino picked up 3 stackers. There you go.
That's awesome. They have. I noticed that on Alibaba you can buy those brand new, like, and relatively inexpensively now, and they not the legit ones, but they have different versions of those. I don't know how well they do, but they have some pretty cool machines out there that are like that.
I think they're like pile up and stuff. They're similar to stackers, very similar, but
pile up bricks. Like, yeah, there's a couple different versions. In fact, you'll probably see a bunch in my weekend video at the auction.
Yeah, you'll see them.
Yeah. Not my weekend video, but the auction video.
Do they hold up, or they just kind of crap? They just don't. They're not.
So the LED squares they get weak, and then you got to replace those. I don't know. I'm kind of over my stackers. I'm thinking about it. If I had to cut any machines from my current stable of machines, I think stackers are the first ones to go.
Well, Stackers is a good machine. I had so much fun when it first came out. I was addicted to that. I mean, when I go to my Dave & Buster's, that's where I get all my tickets. But I think people have, unlike Keymasters. Keymasters seem like they hold their play value. Stackers kind of went away.
They hold their play value, and they hold their actual value too. Like, you'll see at the auction, they go for $2,500, $3,000. It's crazy.
Well, I was watching Plush Time Wins the other day. They came up on my feed, and they were playing a giant one that was at one of the arcades. That was really cool. And I mean, she was hitting it, and it was like huge right in front of her. I was like, that's a cool version of that, that I haven't seen. I'm sure it's expensive, but I thought that was pretty cool that they brought back that kind of game in that large of it, because they had a giant Monopoly where you spun the dice, like we saw those at the show, but they had a lot of those kind of machines there. I thought they were kind of cool. So very cool. All right, so we got that. We did that. So we're pretty. Oh, this is the one I wanted. It sounds like somebody's building an arcade cabinet. which a lot of our you need to get in the Discord because there's a lot of Discord members that do this as a hobby too. And so you might, if Jared, if you're not in the Discord, definitely join that. And there's a lot of people with like-minded interests in this kind of project that you might get parts or ideas or help from. So very cool.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like dedicated website forums too that for people building their own games like that. There's a lot of great stuff at that, a lot of great info.
So a lot of people use like Raspberry Pis and all kinds of different things like that, and they've got some pretty sweet stuff that's come out that is relatively inexpensive to build, and it's the cabinets that actually cost more than the parts sometimes.
You know,
So
I built a little arcade back in back in the early 2000s. It was just a little picture frame with These are my brother.
here's our first question of the night. Actually, we just got one, so let's see. We can all talk about
I feel like you've got experience with this, Jonathan.
it. Yeah, I do. Sorry, we got a new puppy, and so she's running around. I don't know what she's doing.
Oh, congrats.
Okay.
She wants to get on the stream. That's what it is.
Yeah.
She's
right
like,
there.
show me off, show me off.
Go ahead, David. You want to go first?
I'm sorry. What was that? I was trying to look for that picture.
Oh,
At what point did you pull your? Is this the question? At what point do you pull your machines from the business if they ask for timers, but then they still unplug? Oh my gosh, I hate when that happens.
yeah.
If they're not making money, I definitely like, and I tried talking with them, and they still unplug your machines. It's rarely a sign you need to get your machines out there. I try to find a location right away. At that point,
Yep.
if they're still doing that, it's kind of insulting. I always
Yeah.
feel it's like they really don't care about you. So just pull them.
That's what I would say too. Find a new location and then
There you
pull
go.
the machines.
I've
Don't pull the
had that.
machines
That's
and
what I
then
was gonna
find the
say.
location.
Yeah.
Find the new
Yeah.
location, then pull the machines.
Because at
That's
least
what you
it's
do.
somewhere. I mean, they're storing it for you right now. You know,
Exactly.
if anything, I mean,
Exactly.
making money, but you're not. It's not in your garage. So, make sure that they're not going to do something to your machine. But I would find a location as soon as you can. And after today, like we drove around quite a bit, and like I had made a list of at least 50 locations that I think that we were going to try to do as many as we could today. But there is a lot of locations out there that a lot of people don't think about that are available. So don't ever feel like there's not a lot. And there's a lot of franchises that are out there that each one is individually owned, and means that just because you may not have gotten into one and somewhere else doesn't mean you shouldn't try that franchise location, or even anything like that. Like definitely give spots a chance, and don't turn down locations. And we've got some Mexican restaurants that do bigger numbers than our big steakhouses. So you never know what you're going to get, or it depends on how popular the spot is and how good the food is. And so don't knock it till you try it, because it may be like a tiny little one counter place, and it's like you walk in, there's 4 seats and a counter, but it's busy. Then they still got to wait for their food. So it's definitely definitely check out a lot of places. Even if you think they're small, they may be worth quite a bit of
Dude,
money.
I got like 2 small spots. You think that they won't make any money? They're a hole in the wall, whatever, right?
Yes.
And I placed an OG mini in there, thinking, okay, well, I'll be lucky to get $100 a month. Maybe I'll get like 70, but it's on my route. Boy, I go over there every single time. I've had this location for over a few years. I don't know why it took me so long to upgrade that to a gamer mini, but it'll do like $300, and the machine's completely empty. So I update it to a gamer mini. That thing's now doing $1,000 every 2 weeks, and I have to get
Impossible. That's
They
impossible.
told me I could do this because it's so small, but they told me I can put another gamer mini in there because we're always sold out in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you can like my sales just go like when I refill it, and my daily sales just shoot up like crazy because next thing I know I'm going on another $100 a day.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's all
yeah.
because of that one location.
That's
And I got
what I
2
mean.
locations like that.
We went into a Mexican place today, and it was like there was 4 booths in there and the counter, and that's it. And but with the time that because we had to wait for the owner, he was in the back. I don't know if he's cooking or what he was doing, but they said he's in the back and he'll be out in a minute. We waited about 15 minutes, and about 45 people are standing, like, with not that many. I shouldn't say that. That's a lot. But it was like 20, 25 people in that time we waited, came in, ordered, were standing outside on their phones, whatever, waiting for their food. And I'm like, that's a lot of people just standing around. So definitely don't knock it till you try it. And if you get those people in there, they still got kids that are going to be running around and they need something to do. So I don't think it was 40, it was more like 20, but it was a lot of people in that little bit of time. So, anyways, so that would be get it on location and then move it.
I just
And
posted
Totally.
the picture in Discord of the little arcade that I built when I was a kid.
Oh,
so if you're not in the Discord, join it.
Goodness.
So
I'm so young in these pictures. It's crazy to think how old we get in like it seems like no time at all.
let me see here.
the one that's in the car, or on the hanging on the
So
wall.
I built like this back in 2010. I built this little arcade. Like it was just you put a couple of Xbox 360 controllers to it,
Yeah, yeah.
and I
Yeah.
got a kissy face I put on Discord when I was recording. Look how
That's cool.
different I am.
You're playing The Simpsons. It looks like in that one
Yeah,
picture.
Simpsons and stuff. I had like thousands of games and stuff
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
So it was fun. It was a fun time.
Very cool. So Dino's got a question about. We're talking about stackers for just a minute. He says, "Would you take 4 stackers or 1 gamer mini?" So you know I don't do super well with mini claws. I do really like the gamer mini though. I think I'd probably take 4 stackers over 1 gamer mini right now. But if it was 4 stackers versus 1 gamer quest, I'd take the gamer quest.
I might also lean to the 4 stackers because that'd be 4 locations.
Sure.
But I think the gamer mini will outdo the 4 stackers. I think they would.
It depends on the location. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it would depend too on the location if you got a good product in there. But I like the idea of having 4 locations. You know, get your foot in the door and then come back later with the gamer minis.
Sure.
So, I wanted to talk about the Discord a little bit. If you guys are cool with that, because I like to bring it up and talk about it. And, and
totally.
So let me pull it up here. So for those of you who don't know about the Discord, and then can I do this and then put it up like here?
I think you're probably going to have to take the comment off the screen and then make it full screen for everyone to be able to see it.
Oh, so I can't do it like I can't move it up here. Is that not big enough? That's probably not big enough.
That's probably not big enough.
Okay. All right. I'll make it big then. Okay. So I wanted to talk about the Discord because there's a lot of people still don't even know in the industry that we have this Discord. David, where do I show how many people are in the Discord? How do I find that number?
Sir, there's a way of doing it.
I always hear.
You can't put me on the spot for this.
Settings.
There's Delwig is going to be like he's probably smacking.
Well, he can just give us the number in the comments then. Delwig, give us the number in the comments of how many members we have. But this is
here's what you can do. Go up to the invite link.
Yes.
And it'll say the total amount of members.
Yep, 3220. So over 3,000 members in the Discord, which is insane. And this is probably, if you're a vendor of any, in vending at all, whether it's full line vending, claws, amusement, or you're doing candy or whatever it is, there are vendors in here for every type of vending. And basically, for those who aren't familiar with Discord, a lot of people think that it costs money or stuff. There is no cost to belong in the Discord. There are things that you can upgrade to. So like you can upgrade to premium. I think it's, what is it, $5 a month or something, David? I don't remember what it is.
Like $3.99.
Is it? Okay, like $3 a month, and then you can be in the premium chat, which we're in there almost every day talking about stuff, and then there's premium voice chat, which is private only to premium voice members. But otherwise, there's nothing. It doesn't cost you any money to join the Discord, which is great. And basically, in there is some very cool, awesome stuff, and a way to find any information that you want on vending, you can do it just as easy as going up here to the search bar and typing in something to search for it, and you'll find the information like almost immediately. But what's cool about the Discord is like these are all your kind of your important, very important like channels that that they're kind of like your basics of the Xtreme vending channel. So this is like where to buy minis, where to buy plush, talks about the nonprofit that we're doing, and you can go in here and watch the videos of the kids that have submitted their videos and their letters and stuff that they wrote to us. You can go in here, the Claw Academy from Eli and Cody from Quick Play. Their information's in there, how to join, what it's about. And then your main discounts and your affiliate codes are all right here in one channel. So this is where you're going to find everything from our link to candymachines.com, which will save you money. If you're purchasing, Nyax, definitely use Galaxy Games 843's code. It saves you a ton of money, and it shows you even right there, like where to put it, how to enter it, all that information. It's very cool what Delwig did in here, because he basically broke it down for you to make it super easy. And he's like the best thing that could ever happen to our Discord, because he knows everything about everything. And he does a lot of work in here that a lot of people don't realize. But a lot of the other vendors that we have these kind of contracts with, All-Star, Flatline, vendinglabels.com, the new one, here's our code, Krabby Claws information if you wanted to order some stuff. But there's a lot of things that are going on, and anytime there's a new code or new things that are happening, we post it in here, including the new vendor, which is Toy Box, and all that. So there's a lot of, these are your main basic discounts, and I'm actually working on a new one, which I haven't even told you guys about yet, and it's going to be a big one, which I think is going to be really cool, and we'll be able to get discounts on products. And what we'll be able to do, if this works out, which I'm hoping it will, is that we'll be receiving the discounts in the Discord that you could only get if you go to a show. So like if you went to like MBVA, or if you went to IAPA,
That's awesome.
They do, like the free shipping things they do and the stuff like that. Discord members will be able to get those discounts just from being a Discord member, without having to spend the money to go to a show to get the discount. They can actually just get it by being in the Discord, which is awesome. So that's what I'm working on right now.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And so we do polls. I just started posting up here. We have these events. So I'm going to post every week just to remind people that we are doing the live every week. If there's other stuff going on that you wanted to post an event, limited to certain things, we're not going to post every single event of everybody's videos, but the ones that are always going to be up here is the weekly vending live, because I think that's probably the biggest thing that we do as part of the Discord. So that will always be there every week with a link to it, so you don't forget. And then you go into here, and then these are your premium channels, which you don't have to belong to that, but it is optional. And then you get in your main channels. So you got your general. This is the main channel of the Discord. This is where everybody posts. Most of their stuff is in here. And it basically, the topics changed by the minute. I mean, there's people in here talking about everything from new locations to, like right now, here's everybody talking about, here's David posted the game system that he made. It looks like he had in his car. That's pretty cool, man. So, and he's got the little controllers. But this is what we're talking about. Look at that sexy guy. You were young in that picture. Holy cow. So, but then, here's Dino's. He was talking about his stackers he picked up, and those are good looking stackers. Those are actually in really good shape, and those are nice.
I didn't even see those pictures posted. Yeah. I'm gonna look at it now.
And those blue ones are really, I really like those a lot. So those, I think you did good, man. Those are good. 3 of them for $1,400, he said, which is a really good deal. So, but this is what's happening. This is by the second, that people are posting here. So if you want to know something within a few minutes, you can probably get an answer just by posting something in the Discord. There's a repairs channel. There is off topics videos. So these are all the people that are posting YouTube videos are going to be in this channel. And so like Glitter Bear Vending and Matt. And
I love Glitter Bear. Look at that thumbnail. The splits.
That's so funny. Oh my God. He's awesome. So he does great thumbnails too. He's really good at it.
So funny.
So, and then for those of you that want information on buying products, help with products. So this section right here, this is probably your best friend. So if you're looking to purchase stuff from China, from Eva, if you go like into her channel, what's really cool is that people and Eva herself go in here and they post the newest stuff that they have available and the cost. So you can check it out. And then she'll also go in here and she'll post people's what people have ordered and her sending them out. So you can see what she's sending out and what's popular and stuff. So that alone, to me, if you're looking to purchase products from China at all, like that's gold. I mean, you just can't find,
Totally.
I mean, the amount of time you'll spend on Alibaba or 1688 searching this stuff up when you could just go into this channel and go, oh, I like that, and you just order it and you're done. I mean, like that's what's awesome about this server. It's so much information.
Especially too, because if you're anything like me, I'll go on Alibaba and I'll start searching. I'll be like, okay, that's cool. And then I see like 100 different things, and then I'm like, I'm just not going to order anything right now.
Yeah, or 3 hours later, one of the two. And you're like,
Yes.
oh man, I just went down that rabbit hole. So, this is also a great channel. This is Gopher's channel. He used to work for Nyax. He's now working for CandyMachines.com. He's got his own channel. If you have Nyax questions, it's as easy as posting something in here for him and David, and that quick. So he's typing this right now, and that goes to. I mean, that's how awesome this is. I mean, it's just so cool. So, Candy Machines, if you want help from them, their machines or answers, they're in there. This is Kevin or Chris from Candy Machines answering these questions for people in the Discord. Like, how cool is that to get an actual vendor in the Discord answering questions on the fly, which is pretty awesome. So, a lot of different vendors in here, including Flatline and a few others. We're trying to get all the vendors in here to have their own channels and answer questions, but it just takes a little bit of time. So that's what that section is. And then there's tips, contracts, taxes, insurance, anything you want to know, you can go in there. But there's probably, like we always say, about 6 months worth of reading in here at any given time. And it's pretty crazy. So very cool. That is the Discord. And it's very cool. And I can't imagine. I mean, I can't think of how much money it saved us in time just belonging to the Discord. So it's a very cool place. So I'll remove that and we'll go back to
invite your friends to the Discord if you're
yes.
Oh no, I'm in the middle. Oh, there we go.
So, all right, going back up. So I know I missed a super chat. Let's see. Okay, let's go down here. I'll get that super chat, and then we got to go back up to comments. There we go.
All right, who's up this time? We've got Dino's Dispensers and Arcade with a $5 super chat. Says I'm putting a QR code on my machines to link to our Facebook page. I'm going to do monthly Facebook giveaways. Any recommendations on what we should give away?
Yes. Claw machine.
You know what? I'd give away, like, if you can. I don't know what ability you have on your machine, but you could give away free plays on your machine every month. So the way for them to win prizes, you could do like things that you might have for your prize locker. So like if you're doing like those little Nintendo games or Squishmallows or whatever. I mean, anything you can buy like at Five Below. You could just put a bunch of that stuff together and do like a giveaway and just have a picture of it on your Facebook page, like a prize package, like maybe a Pokemon package or a Squishmallow package or just a big candy package, like a bunch of different candies from like Five Below or something like that. But yeah, you can do some really cool stuff and you might already have the stuff on hand, versus having to go buy stuff too. I mean, maybe just use some of your prizes that they want to win. But great idea. We have QR codes on our machines too, and people do check it out. We do get links to there. So very smart, awesome, very cool. Oh, here we go. Hero 3 says.
He says, when I go to do my route next week, I'll be posting a Hot Stuff Claw Machine gantry problem on the Discord. Hopefully we have some geniuses in there that will help me out.
One of them is sitting right in the middle of the two of us right now.
Right. I was going to say, that's Matt.
I don't know if I'd call myself a genius, but I have fixed some Hot Stuff Claw Machine gantries in my past.
In his day. And I think that what you're going to realize, Hero 3, is that they're not as difficult as you think. They're usually pretty simple. And we learned that because we have some Toy Soldiers and some Big Choice and a few other ones. And I thought it was going to be a big mess. And it was like a 5-minute fix, 10-minute fix, 20-minute. I mean, it was like super, super easy, So they're not as bad as you think they are. And it seems like the bigger they are, the easier they are to fix. Because you're not trying to get your hands in there.
You've got more room to work.
You've got more room to play. So, yeah, definitely we learned that too. So we had to replace cord on one of our bigger ones and some other things, and I thought it was going to be a nightmare, and it was actually pretty quick. So, but yeah, definitely in the Discord is the place to be when you want help with that kind of stuff. And you have
I've also
master.
got multiple repair videos on claw machines too. Now, some of them, I don't know what the issue you're having is, but it could be multiple things.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, you can post in there. Maybe we can help you tonight with the idea of what's going on with it, and you may not even have to post it because you got Matt right here. But we do want questions. So if you guys have questions,
Absolutely.
anything, this is why we're here. And this is why we do it every week, is to help people. So if you have questions, definitely let us know.
Austin B has a question about Delwig. I
Where is
know
it?
this. Claudad just got his second machine place. Woo!
Nice.
Nice. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, that is awesome. But Austin B, the story behind Delwig's name is he had back in junior high, he had a teacher that couldn't say his name. It was Dalen, and they kept calling him Delwig. And I don't know how you get Delwig out of Dalen. So we were playing video games. We were coming up with names for our video games, and the name that he came up with was Slick. And he plays Slick, but he didn't have internet, so I'd be the one. He'd come to my house, and it was always on my computer. We'd play the game. We were always like Slick. But I played it so much more because I obviously had the internet. So when he got his own computer, got internet, I would still have that name. So he had to come up with a new name because I took his name away. And so he's like, I'll just put Elwig on there. He's been so I
That's
took his
hilarious.
name, basically.
Opaque says I've gotten to the point in my business where I order around 3,000 to 4,000 toys and they go quickly. How do you guys go on making sure you order enough? David, I think this is all you.
Dude, man, I'm struggling to keep up with all my growth.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I just do big. I just did an order as we're doing the start of the stream. I spent like $4,000 at the start of the stream. Well, it was 2,200 today, and 2 days ago was another 1,500, and that's not including shipping. So I still have to pay for shipping. So that's just, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm spending like maybe $8,000 a month now on toys. So
Yeah. So I because when you get to a certain point, like we do, and we're not quite up to David's point, but we're ordering at least 5,000 a month in toys, and we order 2 months ahead. So like we are planning for summer right now. Basically, is what our order is. We're working on right now, and so that will cover all of our summer videos, or I mean movies that are coming out during summer. Like Deadpool's coming out this summer. I don't remember. We have a list of them that the kids looked up of what's coming out this summer. So we're starting to put together a list based on what movies are coming out for the summer. But we've already ordered the stuff for the next few months, and then we're getting into summer. So we recommend you order a couple months early. It takes at least a month to get, and sometimes it could take a little longer. It just depends on what's going on. So always plan for 6 weeks. That's like our worst case scenario is 6 weeks. We've never had anything longer than that. I think we've always gotten them 25 to 30 days. We've always been really lucky, but I've heard people can take up to six weeks. So, and then we do the holidays. We're big on the holidays. So we do, your Halloween stuff and your Christmas stuff. We really like that, but we order that stuff, right around June, July. We're ordering our October and our Christmas stuff. Look at what he got.
David's lifting weights over there.
$1,500 worth of quarters from this collection since Monday. And
Jeez,
then
I know how heavy that is too. You got your arms have to hurt doing that. Look, he's all red in the face.
And then
nice.
This is what I get like all the time, like every single week. So this is my weekly collections. This is what it is as of Wednesday. So sales are starting to pick up for me though.
Nice.
I just want to show you. So that's why I have to go through a lot of toys. Because you can see that if I have this in cash, and this is only half of my sales for the week, because you're talking about I do about double this with the credit card. So I got to go through a lot of toys.
I want to talk about toys too. So, Opaque, when we order toys, we always order certain staples, things that we always have on hand that are really popular for us, and those are going to be like your octopuses that change from your reversible octopuses and just certain things that you're always going to have. So like we have kind of a standard order that we have that's always going to be ordered, and then we have the stuff that we add that's kind of our specialty for that time. So you'll learn what works in your machines, but we have stuff that always does well, and so we keep those all the time. Like we have Grogu's and some little Pokemon heads and some things that like people just see them when we go to locations. You know, we see people's reactions to the toys, and people are like, "Oh, those are cool," and we're like, "Okay, those are staple." You know, those, and they do, and those are the first things to go. So we always have those, and even if you've had something for a really long time, don't think it's not popular because a lot of people have never seen it. So don't eliminate, you know, one of your popular items to bring in something new when it could be a good staple for you to keep that could still be popular for some people. So we learned that, like, we were always changing out our stuff, and we learned that there's actually some good staples just to always keep on hand. And that was a few of those we just know that are really good. And everybody knows, I mean, like your digital watches, you know, things that are always, and it's different shapes and sizes and, you know, things to grab, and it just gives your layout, you know, your keychains and stuff. So like your Nike keychains and your that kind of stuff, your little like Crocs and the things that we always kind of keep in our machines that people really like. So that's another thing that we always do and that you'll always keep in an order. So yeah, because I mean, not everybody goes to the same location all the time, and they may see something or may have been buried the time they were there or whatever. So we got another super chat.
Who is it this time? Looks like Waco again with another $5 super chat. Talking about his sister's car. She's got a magnet that says, "Nervous driver, please be patient." I don't blame her. I'd be nervous if I was her too.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor girl. I was actually really worried that he was going to say that she got hit again.
Right. Thank goodness that didn't happen.
Yes.
So here's a good one. And this is PA Pokemon Pulse. And this is what we're talking about. So Borderlands trailer dropped today. During the Super Bowl, you guys saw, the Deadpool trailer drop. Mm-hmm. So pay attention to that kind of stuff and what's happening and what's coming out, and you'll know what's going to be popular. And it'll last, you know, like Five Nights at Freddy was a big one in October that came out. And that movie was really popular, and our stuff that we put in our machines went crazy because they were all excited about that movie coming out. Is it still crazy? No. But during that time, we were on point. You know what I mean? Like we were I just saw the movie, and there's, and they knew the characters, they're popular. And then there's the stuff that we were talking about that are always going to do well. The Grogu's, the Disney, the Star Wars, that kind of stuff is always going to do well for you. And so Mario, anything that's, video games, anything that's anime, Sanrio, anything that's like that is always going to do well. So.
I was watching Glitter Bear's live stream. And it was probably that one that
I missed that one. Yeah.
Yeah. He had a bunch of Deadpools, and it's so funny. His live stream, he has like one of those little demo things, like it's actually like watching an infomercial, and it's spinning around on this disc slowly, and it's like right in the lighting perfectly, all being modeled. It's so funny. Glitter Bear is so funny. I love his channel. So he was showing off some of the Deadpool toys that he got, and they were really cool.
Yeah, so Brawlicon, I'm guessing with Deadpool, you're gonna want to buy. If you're looking at plush and stuff, you're gonna want to buy your licensed
keychains and stuff.
Yeah. So otherwise, you're gonna have to buy keychains and stuff if you're gonna do anything that's non-licensed. But as far as most of it is gonna be licensed when it comes to plush, and they're pretty pricey. So just a heads up with that you're not gonna really get much on plush from China. We highly recommend you do the licensed stuff for plush for Deadpool. So that's that. Yeah. Oh, we gotta do the giveaway again. Matt, you want to do the giveaway again?
I mean, sure. Why not?
Okay.
All right, guys. Just like we said last time, we are 4 weeks away from giving away not one, not two, but 3 machines. First one up is the free spin machine. That's our grand prize, going out to one lucky winner. The second place runner-up machine will be the electronic bulk vending machine. And again, congratulations to Quick Play with their 500,000 subscribers. Throwing in the third machine, it's the Super Mini Claw machine. All 3 machines from CandyMachines.com. And just like Jonathan showed you guys on the Discord, it's super simple to get there to get registered to win. All you need to do is fill out that form located on the giveaway tab. So get signed into Discord, click on that giveaway tab, fill out the form, and then you are registered to win. Now, like I said, the drawing will be 4 weeks from today, so it's coming up quick. We're going to give these machines away live from the CandyMachines.com booth at the NBVA show on March 20th, which is 4 weeks from today. So make sure you guys get in there, get signed up to win. We're going to draw 3 winners, grand prize, runner-up, third place. So get signed up, guys, because we're only 4 weeks away. So your time is running out. Get signed up.
And on that topic, since we haven't talked about it yet, look at this. If you're a student under the age of 18 years old and you want to win a claw machine and want to start your own business, then next week we're going to be giving away our first claw machine as part of Yao. So for those of you who don't know, and it's a good time to go into it and talk about it, and I'll bring it up, at least the logo, so you guys can see it. But we have a nonprofit called Young Entrepreneurs of the World. And once a month, we're going to be giving away a machine, thanks to CandyMachines.com. We're looking for other partners right now to help us with machines. We're also looking for donations because we're only going to have so many that Candy Machines can give us. Otherwise, we're going to be purchasing the machines for these students to be given away. So donations are gladly welcomed. Welcome. You can go on our website, yaokids.org. You can donate directly on the website. Or you can actually order stickers from us and put them on your machines, and it's $1 per sticker and $1 per sticker per month, and help us that way. But any help would be absolutely amazing, and the goal is to give away one of these every single month, mini claw machine for a student to get started in their own business, and we'll be giving away our first one next week. And we have how many entries are there? Do you guys remember how many there are offhand?
I don't remember how many there are.
So 1 in 6 chance right now.
Do you want to give a high level overview, or maybe discuss, maybe pull up the Discord again and show the entries real quick? You don't have to play the videos, but maybe show everyone the entries.
So yes, let me have to pull up a new window here. Hold on a second. I can't see it behind my camera. Okay, so let me pull this up here. And you can go on Discord on your computer. You can go on your phone. Like I do mine mostly from my phone. 90% of the time.
Are you using the web to do that?
I have to.
You haven't downloaded the app?
No, because in order for me to put it up on the screen, I have to, for videos, I could do the app actually actually, you're right. I can do the app. Sorry. I forgot. Remember how we were playing the videos of the kids?
Yes.
And the audio, like how I didn't have audio. I learned that I had to actually open a new window for it to do that. But now you're right. I can actually open up Discord and do it. You're right. Sorry. And it's updated. So
you're good.
But I'll keep it up on my computer when I'm working on stuff. But otherwise, I use my phone, and it's awesome because you can view all the pictures. You can do all the stuff right on your phone, which is great. And it's almost there, guys. Sorry, give me a second. So, come on. Why is it not? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. So, if you go to here and you go to, come on. There we go. And you go down to the very top here. Submissions. So on this page are all these, we can count them are together. So here's our first one, which is Orion, and this was his video. But you can actually see these on the Discord. They're actually on the website too, at yaokids.org. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a 1 in 6 chance right now for these kids to win. If you want to do this, it's really simple. Oh, I should put this up. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
All you need to do is email me. It's down in the description below. A little letter on why you want to win, or why you want to start your own business, and a little bit about yourself, and then send us a video. Just a 1-minute video of just with you talking about why you want to start a business. And all these kids have done this, and they're very good videos. I'm very impressed, and the ages are anywhere from, I think, 5 years old to like 16 years old. So we got all ages in here. And this is a brother and sister. Logan and Kelsey. There's so many in here, and just really cool. Here's a 17-year-old. So actually 17 years old. So pretty cool. 5 and 17. So really cool kids, excited about getting started in vending, and it's really simple. And then any kind of help you guys can give us with donations on the website or any of that is super, super helpful. And we would love to basically be able to do this forever. And then we're trying to work with MBVA to do a scholarship for these kids once a year. So when they graduate high school, to have, they can work on a career or go to college or whatever they need to do. Very cool. So awesome.
Oh,
So
we
I
got
love it.
So we'll be doing that next week. So yeah. All right. So yeah, so everybody's saying Deadpool. I mean, like that movie, I mean, that is gold. Give Deadpool a machine. When that
It's
movie
going to
comes out.
be rated R still. So I didn't think Disney was going to allow that, but it's going to be a rated R film.
Which is awesome. And then, like we have South Park in our machines. And so just because little kids play it and older kids play it doesn't mean that you can't have older, things that are like that in your machines, because it doesn't mean they want to win that. They want to win the little squishy ball. But the older kids want to win the South Park. So it's good to cover all your bases. And South Park was big when it first came out when I was that age. I mean, like all of it.
Heck yeah.
So I mean, we all watched the movies, and so for us too to win something like that to put on our next to our computer or whatever is still cool too. So there you go. There's another one. Yep. Kung Fu Panda's coming out.
That's
So
true.
that's
Yeah.
another one. Yep.
I'm excited for that too.
I
That should be
haven't
coming out.
seen-
Is it come out already, or is it out yet, or is it this
I know
weekend?
that I think it's really close if it's not out. Yes,
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
but it is coming out. I saw the previews. And then there's a new Star Wars coming out, isn't there? Also this summer.
I didn't hear anything about Star Wars.
Oh wait,
Ghostbusters.
Here's one. New Star Wars coming in June. The Alkalite.
Is it a movie or is it
It's a
series?
show.
Okay.
And we all know like how popular Mandalorian is. So there are some shows. I don't think that you guys are horrible. You have to. This is really bad, but I can't ever pronounce the show. How do you pronounce it? It starts with an A.
Grogu?
No, the one with the girl that she's a
Andor?
Jedi.
Oh, Ahsoka?
Thank you. I can never pronounce that right. I always wanted to pronounce it different, but I thought it was a good show. I watched it, but I don't think it did as good as like Mandalorian and stuff. But it's still popular, so you might be able to find stuff like that. The other thing too is that what was the one I just thought of that was really really good that was coming out. I lost it. I'll have to think about it. But there's but like even stuff like, I mean, like no matter who you are, like I think that everybody fell in love with like BB-8, and like the Star Wars movies. So if you had like BB-8 keychains, or things like that in your machine, like everybody loved that robot. Everybody loves R2D2. Everybody, you know what I mean? So you can put stuff in your machines that are just timeless like that will do really well. Christine, we're doing it next week. So it is going to be the 28th, which is next Wednesday, right? Yeah.
That's a week from today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So very excited. Ghostbusters, another good one.
You can't go wrong with Ghostbusters for sure.
There was another one I thought of, and I couldn't remember what it was. Oh, Halo. That was a series that I really liked. I don't know if you guys have watched any of it, but if you could find Halo stuff or even stuff with like the Xbox logo, like kids are like loyal to their gaming system. So like people love like you guys. I know David does a lot of like the little mini keychains with the Nintendo.
Yeah, I need to start looking more into those keychains for sure. Especially as these clip machines start becoming more popular, I think those will be like good minor prizes in those machines, and just minor prizes in general.
And then we've been looking into, which I know Rainey sells them in a few other places, is those 4-player with the little tiny claws. So like it has 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are great for like putting keychains in.
It's funny you mentioned that. Somebody just put some of those at my local, kind of like your spot, David. I don't know who it is, because they don't have any info on the machines or anything. So I don't know who it is. But I did get a picture of it. I'll look for it while we're
Yeah,
talking about it.
if it says Candleton on there, they're going. You gotta be careful. So there's a Japanese company called Candleton, and they're going around to all the boba teas. It doesn't matter if you have the location or not. They're going around trying to steal the locations. They're a Japanese-based
See, this
company.
this is it.
Let me get a closer look.
Yes, those.
Yeah, that's Candleton.
Is it?
They're going everywhere. They're going all across the state. So you guys gotta be careful. They're gonna try to
Yep,
take your
Kittleton. Yeah, it says it right on the machines.
Yeah, they're going to try to take your locations from you. So be aware. If you see Killington in your neighborhood, really talk to your locations and explain the benefits of having you versus them. They are over the seas. They do have a third party vendor that goes around and services the machines,
Yeah.
but they don't put they don't know the machines in and out like you do. And obviously, like you got the better plush and such. So you got to really sell yourself. And watch out for them. They stole a few locations from Krabby Claw already.
Gotcha.
And Anime Frank told me that they went into some of their locations too, or their neighbor stores or some stores near them.
Yeah. So I think that if you Waco's did another super chat. Let me do that real fast.
All right, is this the subscriber one? All right,
Yeah.
so Waco's Car Wash Channel, Elevators and More, $5 super chat says, today I hit 666 subscribers. But then I saw somebody said in the comments, make that 667. So
Yeah.
congratulations
There
on
you go.
one more.
Nice. Very cool. Oh, we lost David.
We just lost David.
Oh, there he
There
is.
he's back.
He's back. Okay.
I think he's going to be shaky for a bit.
Here we go. So here's a good one, and I got a lot to say
Hello?
about this, and I know that you
Hello?
guys do too. We're here. You're here.
You guys hear me?
We can hear you, but
Okay, good.
you're real grainy
Yeah,
right now.
that's a cursed number.
Yeah, right.
You guys hear me?
How funny how that works.
It knocked David off lines. That's how
Right.
Okay, ready, guys? Here we go. Bring it.
What's up, guys? Oh, I love your opening there. It's perfect. Do you guys have any advice or anything to say about the I'm guessing VA convention? Yeah. We're all going. We recommend everybody that
I'm
can go to go as well. It's an amazing time. You see a bunch of amazing machines. You meet a bunch of amazing people. You learn a bunch of amazing information. Nothing but great things to say about the NBVA and the convention and conference and trade show. It's going to be outstanding. It's 4 weeks from now. We're all super excited to go. We can't wait to go. I'm like counting down the days for this show because I had such an amazing time last year, and I'm looking forward to having an even more amazing time this year. It's going to be awesome.
I'm looking forward to getting you more involved this year. So you know that I'm serving on the board and I'm helping, and I'm looking to try to give you the strong arm this year to get in there and do a little bit more, because it'd be nice to have like-minded individuals and anybody else that wants to become involved in the MBVA. I really feel like it's something that's going to grow like in the next couple of years, and it's going to turn out to be a force in the industry and help other vendors. And I really think that it's time for a lot of people to step up and help.
I think it's already starting to grow, and I think there's some people that probably don't know what's coming and probably aren't happy about what's coming. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it's time for change. I think with a lot.
It is time for change.
And
it is time to take it to the next level. I agree.
Yeah. So Jason, to answer your question, I help with the seminars and stuff. The kids and I are actually going to be helping with one of the seminars, and I think I'm serving on a panel too. I'm not sure, but to give you like a real quick overview of MBVA is probably the most informative week of your entire year that you're going to spend, and it's probably the least expensive event that you're going to do throughout the year that's going to help you the most. That's the way that I feel about it, because I feel like you pay the money to join, but what you get there with the food and the amount of stuff that you learn, plus meeting all the vendors of the stuff that you could try to pick up and make a phone call that you can't get through to, and you actually get to speak to the person in person and build those relationships and stuff for vendors and product and machines and all that stuff. It's going to carry you through till next year, and you're going to be more fired up the following year. So I highly recommend going. I recommend that you bring, your notebook, your cards, all the information about your business and a plan of like where you want to be. And in 3 or 4 years, like that's kind of what we did last year. Because the first year we didn't know what we were doing. We had no idea. And
Sure.
this last year we said by next year, this is where we want to be. And we've already surpassed that, which is awesome. But have a plan, like what do you want to see? What do you want to do? And plan on spending a lot of time on your feet. And walking
Yes.
around a lot, bring some
Yes.
great shoes,
Yes.
order yourself some Soka tennis shoes or something, order something good, or Hoka, sorry, not Soka. Why did I say Soka? We were talking about Star Wars. Anyways,
Yeah.
but Hoka tennis shoes, and be ready to walk. I mean, walk your butt off for 3 days and be ready to meet a bunch of cool people. And I think
Yeah.
that you'll see a whole nother side of the industry that you probably had no idea was involved, because it coincides with the AMOA, which is we went through this. I don't remember what it was.
The amusement, American Operators of Music. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So
It's amusement and like jukebox operators. So
yeah, and so that's what it was. Music. Yeah, it was music and something. But so it's MBVA, it's AMOA, so it's amusement. It's the MBVA, which is National Bulk Vendors Association, and don't let the name of that fool you, because there is a lot of booths in the MBVA that are amusement.
Yeah.
And so don't let that fool you. And basically,
There we
make
go.
sure that you disappeared for a little bit, but you're back.
Yeah, you guys stopped talking to me and then you disappeared.
It was the opposite for us. You just disappeared.
I don't know.
Anyways, but yeah, so and then there's the laser tag conference going on, and all this in one spot, and it is very cool, and there's a lot to learn. So, but I think by far we've learned the most from going to this thing. We've made the best relationships with people, and we've learned a lot. And I think that those kind of relationships where you can make deals at the show that you can't make anywhere else, and they want your business. These people want
Yeah.
to serve you, and it's very cool because you go there and you may only have one or two machines, but you leave and feel like you're like the king of the world. It's very cool. It's
very motivational, and I did
Yeah.
look it up. It's Amusement and Music Operators Association. That's what
it is.
AMOA
Yep.
is. Yes.
Okay. So definitely, I mean, and then you think that it's going to cost a lot to join, or I think it's $150 or whatever it is
Yeah,
per person.
but it's totally worth it because
But
of that pays for like basically all your meals. I mean,
Yeah.
and
And
your
more.
admission and more.
The education.
And I think we can all agree. Last year at this time before the show, we were all in like one space, and when we went to the show and came back, it's like that show. It lit a fire. It motivated us. Whatever you want to say, we all came back and we hit it hard. And just compared to where we are right now from last year at this time, I mean, what a difference. All three of us.
Yeah. And I feel like we talked about the shift and what's going on. And I really feel that the industry it's not, 30 people with 300 machines anymore. It's a bunch of individual vendors with a small amount of machines that are servicing smaller areas, that are growing and working together, which is
Totally.
unheard of in the vending industry, for people to, like we've got 3 people next to us that we're on the phone once a week, at least, with them, talking to them about what's going on, where they're going, how's their locations doing, that kind of stuff. And that would have been never heard of, 10 years ago. Like it's a change. That's
Some
good.
people there, it's still not heard of.
Right. And that's sad, and
Yeah,
they'll,
yeah.
that's not going to last them very long. And you can tell they're bitter people and upset about that and competition. But man, I'd much rather share stuff with people than fight people, like that's just not a way to go. And I really
Yeah.
feel like there's some new trends, which is what we're going to do our talk about, is in the industry and what's happening. And you guys are going to see a lot of cool new machines. And I know quite a few that I know of that are going to be they're going to knock you back over. I mean,
last year we showed up and there were all these surprise prototype machines. It sounds like there might be some more of that coming that you can't talk about, that you might have a little bit of privy knowledge to.
Yeah, and I can't, and I'm not gonna, because that's kind of the best part
Sure.
about going to the show and then them getting a bunch of orders for them and stuff, or showing them what's coming, because a lot of the stuff you'll see will be prototypes of things that are coming in 6 months, which may seem like a long time, but it's really not. By the time you get back in your route, whatever, 2 months have gone by, and you're like, oh man, and then a few months later, whatever, and so. but yeah, definitely worth the trip. And we actually, Hero 3, I'm going to answer that question here in a second. I saw your question.
It was so fun to seeing you guys in person the first time too.
Yeah, and
That was
that's the
Yes,
other thing is that you'll
yes,
get to learn that we're just normal people like everybody else, and we just love what we do. We have the best time. We all have normal, jobs that we do and things that are going on. Except for David does this full time, and that's his only job. But we do this and live it and breathe it, and like, there's not a moment that doesn't go by that we're not sending stuff to each other that or thinking about things that have to do with vending. So you'll
I
be
mean,
oh yep,
I
there's one of
love
our get-togethers. Yeah,
this was over recently at
that was at
IAPA.
IAPA. Yeah,
yeah,
But like this was so magical and so much fun. I love these memories, and then the memories of all of us together at doing at Candy Beat Machine's booth, and then
yeah,
like now I got the cells. Well, I don't know if it'll show up on the
it's not
screen.
showing. There you go. Wow,
I got cells to show
jeez,
a year's worth of
that's
cells to
awesome.
show people, and this is just the Niax reader. This is not including Kiosoft. I mean, cells are
30K
going up, by the
already.
way. Look at
Wow.
cells are going up. We're at $523 already today. I still got like an hour left of cells. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah, you're
last
having a
2
good
weeks.
day.
Yeah, it's been
Yesterday was a slow day for you, though. I saw.
You
yeah.
do realize that
Tuesdays are really
that's
busy.
that's like in NIAX alone, 15 grand a month
Yeah, so
in
it's so
in the
funny.
month
Right,
in
right.
2024 for you. That's insane. Like, that's crazy.
So Niax was slow for me yesterday, but you know what wasn't slow? My malls. And I did like $500 in sales in my malls. And so
Yeah,
I still did like $800 yesterday for the
yeah.
day.
Nice.
And that's what I've noticed too, because we have NIAX and we have Kiosoft, and then we have the
Yeah.
cash. And so it's nice when it does seem like that when one's down, you're like, oh man, and then you look at it and you're like, oh sweet, yeah, we're
Yeah,
still again.
and it's a complete opposite this day. Like I'm at 266 on Kiosoft and over 5 I'm at $800 again. Back to back $800 days. I think Monday was also the same thing. I did like 8 and $900. So the last 3 days I've generated $2400 in sales. And that's like my sales are I'm getting nervous because I know that this is the busy season coming and I'm excited, super excited, but I'm nervous because I'm like, can I keep up? I grew a lot more. I'm prepared to probably do double my sales this year. I can't believe like I peaked out at 30,000 in the summer in 1 month. I'm probably going to be peaking out about 50,000. I'm
I
thinking.
mean, you just did that just in Niax, right? Just on the Niax
Yeah,
machines in January and February, and part of
yeah.
February. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm over 30,000 in sales just from Niax for the year, and then if you add Kiosoft, I'll have to see what I'm at for the year so far with Kiosoft and Niax. Here, hold on a sec.
And
By the way,
remember,
Captain Namco, I've been super busy. And I'm so grateful we got to talk today. Thank you for that, and I'm doing well. Thank you. I saw that post. I hope
Yes.
you're
Hello,
doing well
Captain.
too.
Good to see you, man.
yes,
So,
sir. So
um,
we actually had this conversation today when we were out location hunting with Amelia and Sam and I, and we came up with some plans on some videos. And we, to be totally honest with you, like, we expanded so fast at the end of last year, and it carried over into two big plans for things that we're working on right now.
ooh,
And Amelia started a new cheer program. She's in like professional cheer now, which she's super excited about. So she's been focusing a lot on that. And I didn't want to take away any of that thunder that she's super dedicated, and she's worked on that. And I felt like I wanted to kind of let her get settled in that whole program and get her comfortable. And now she's rocking. I mean, she's kicking butt. So we talked about that today, and we actually have some really good ideas for videos. We've changed how we do our route. So how we do our toys, how we do our money bags, how we do our toppers and stuff. So we have a whole new system that I want to talk about, and then we're in the process of, thanks to GenVen, of transferring all of our tools over to the new Milwaukee Pack Out system that Sam's working on. That's his project. And so he's planning out a system for that, which we want to do some videos on, because we really feel that, like, for a vendor, like, that is the deal, and that's what GenVen uses. And she's like, I just click, 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 grab what I need, throw it on my cart, and I'm in, and we really feel like that. We've just got big tubs of tools right now. You guys have seen our
Yeah.
videos. And
Yeah.
so this is going to really make us more efficient, faster. So we got some videos on that. We got some videos on new locations. We're going to be doing a whole series on this big project that we're working on coming up. So we really want to be able to teach people how to do what we've learned, and we're not the best at it, and we want as much help and as much comments and stuff as we can get, because we really don't know what we're doing with a lot of this other than what everybody else has shown us. So we want to carry over and help people with that too. So we are going to have some videos, and Amelia, she said, I'm dedicated, I'm going to do it. And I said, well, people are missing you, they really want to see you. And so she's all about it. So that's what's happening with that. And it's just getting to sit down. We bought that really nice drone that we bought last year that we want to start using again and doing some more aerial shots of stuff. And so we talked about that.
I love that drone, by the way.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Sam
that's
loves
awesome.
flying it. I mean, it's very cool, and it's just a different view on stuff. And I really feel like we're working on a new vehicle for our business that the kids are trying to acquire with the money that they've made and put down on their first vehicle. Even though they can't drive, but they want a vehicle for their business. So we're looking at an electric vehicle, which we'll do some videos on that, because we really feel that that's going to save us like $300 or $400 a month just doing electric. So California has some great rates on stuff, and there's a lot of states that do too. So
I got my cells. Did you want to hear what I've done so far this year?
yeah, let me pull you up here. Hold on a sec. Go ahead. You're
Okay.
on. You're on.
Oh, okay. So I pulled up my. Oh, I have it on my phone. So my NIAC, it says about $30,500 in sales for the year so far. Kiosoft added another 18,000 so much in some dollars. So I'm at $49,420 for the year so far.
In 2 months.
Well, today is day 52 of the year, so I'm just under
Not
$1,000
even 2
a
months.
day. Yeah, I'm just under $1,000 a day. But here's the thing: spring break's coming up, and after spring break, sales just keep going up, 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 up.
Yeah.
It's around, and it's just I'm going to
Man.
be well over $1,000 a day pretty soon. So I'm on the way to doing. So I did 235,000 like that last year. But this year, I'm on the way to doing well over $365,000 a day. So, which is amazing.
And that's the thing, is that's
Wow.
and that's where everybody can be if they want to be, and there's nothing holding you back. And remember too that this is 4 years. This
Yeah.
is not 6 months. This is not a year. This is 4 years of his work that he's put into this to get to this point.
Right.
So
A
don't think
lot
you're
of
going to be
time.
at $50,000
Re-rolling.
in 2 months in 6 months. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not going to happen. So this is a lot of locations, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money to get to this point. So these are great numbers and stuff, but remember, you got to slowly work your way up. Don't go crazy right in the beginning. Like, take your time and work your way up, and you'll be there. In 4 years to be making $50,000 in 2 months is insane.
It's
And
nuts.
that's just routes. Like, that's not even a business or an arcade or anything. That's just claw machines on location, which is phenomenal, man. Like, I got to tell you, great job. Like, that's
Thank
just
you. Yeah.
awesome.
It
So
was about rolling and re-rolling, reinvesting. I mean, I take wages and I still live a comfortable lifestyle, but I sacrificed a lot to get this far. And it gets faster and faster because obviously you got more capital to do all this. But yeah.
well, I think that's what there was one of the guys. I don't know why he even asked us the question, which I thought was kind of weird, but he asked the kids today. He said, "What do you guys do with all your money?" Because they have claw machines. Like, they asked, "How many locations do you have?" And they said, "We're doing really well. And we've been doing this." And they're like, "How long?" 2 years. And how many locations? And they're like, "Oh wow, like, that's a lot." And they're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Well, what do you do with all your money?" And Amelia goes, "We put it back in." And he goes, what she goes, "We buy more machines." She goes, "That's what we keep expanding. That's just what we're doing." And he goes, "Well, what do you get?" And she goes, "I pay myself $30 a week. That's what I make." And he goes, Sam gets $30 a week too.
That's
And
basically how I live. Is not $30 a week, but I pay myself a weekly, and I
yeah,
keep throwing every bit of my money back in to keep growing. Like this arcade, you think I'm doing really, really well, and I am. I'm very blessed, but I just spent $50,000, and you think about all the investment I put in there. but my sales were only 230,000. 50,000 is a lot of money to throw into, that's a quarter of my income almost.
Well, and I think that's what people, they think that like we're making all this money, but like all of us have done that. Like all of us have put all of our money back in. Like I don't write myself a check. I don't, the kids get their $30 a week, and the guy asks her like, "What do you do with your $30?" And she goes, "Timu," and she goes, "I can just, if I see something I like, I'll get it. Otherwise," and he goes, "Well, how much money do you have?" She goes, "I have about $140 in my account right now," and he's like, "That's pretty good." She goes, "Yeah, I don't buy many things because." They know that they worked for that money, and so like it means a lot more to them. And I think
Oh
that's part
yeah,
of what the
yeah.
spending is teaching them too, is that they know that they had to work that week to get that money. So um, get your kids involved, man. And like if you have your own business and you have anything, just get the kids there doing stuff. And that one candy store today, the lady said her 10-year-old daughter works there 4 days a week, and she's like, she works, like she runs the counter, she runs the cash register, she does like all that stuff, and she's 10, and that's just awesome. So we had another question, which is actually right on point for what we were just talking about. So go ahead,
Here we
David. You
go.
want to?
Piggybacking off of orders, enough product for orders, how do you guys manage and constantly monthly debt you are adding when you're placing your product orders? So like basically, how do you manage your constant monthly debt? Well, I take the money I earn and then I pay for my product, and then I try to pay for machines and pay for any debt I have. If I have temporary, I'll spend my credit card to get some money up front if I need it, and then I just pay it right off and get the cash back. Starting out was really rough though. I
Yeah,
started off with that zero APR credit card, and I took a chance on that first machine. That was $1,300, and the machine behind me, you can't see it right now. That's the original OG. But yeah, you just kind of just move money around, and sometimes you put yourself
Yep.
in.
Yep. You should always have money on hand ready to go, because you never know when a deal is going to come up on a machine, or you need some emergency product, or something breaks on a machine and you need to get it back up and running to make more money. So, that's why the beauty of this whole business is you can scale it at your speed. If you want to take out a loan, you can do that. If you don't want to take out a loan, save up some money, buy your first machine, use those profits to reinvest, and continually do that, which is what we all do. We all reinvest our profits. Like Jonathan said, I've never written myself a check, or I've never done anything, for the past 5 years now about at this point. I'm constantly reinvesting, and I've got money ready to go now, to the point where, when the new quick play machine went on pre-order, I was like, I'll take one day one, sign me up, I'm done.
yeah.
Because I've planned for that stuff in the future. So
So
definitely,
like, go ahead. I'm
go
sorry.
ahead. No,
Finish what
I'm
you're
just
saying.
I'm just gonna say, definitely work on a plan. Have money ready to go from your profits to reinvest, and just keep it going. That's how you grow.
So honestly, Opaque, with us, like we never had that opportunity. So we hit the ground running, and then we went to MBVA, and then we got into mini claw machines, and we never had any money. So we had to get financing to
Sure, sure.
buy our claw machines, and we bought some candy machines at the same time, all from candymachines.com, and we had to pay that off. And so we paid every month, and then basically took the money and paid. And then we all of a sudden we got an opportunity where we went into some place, and they're like, "Oh, somebody said you guys get into claw machines." We're like, "Yeah." They're like, "Well, we want one," and we're like, "Okay, now what do we do?" Now we get a credit
Yeah,
card, and we
yeah.
bought one on a credit card, and then we had to pay that, and so and then it just kind of blew up on us, and we never really had the luxury like Matt, where like you had a little bit of a nest egg like till this like middle of 2023, where we finally got to the point where like the machines were basically they pay themselves off, and we started to have a little bit extra money kind of flowing in. But then we started expanding even more, so the kids went out and got more, and then we had to buy more machines. So you we made the mistake of growing too fast. That was the first problem that we made, and I highly recommend you pay off your first machines and get those paid off and done, and then reinvest any profits that you have back in to buy more machines. So basically, pay off all your first ones, save up another $1,200 and buy a new mini claw, and then do the same thing after that. And then if you do get a bunch of, let's say you go in a place and you get 3 at a time, then maybe you're gonna have to do financing or a credit card or something. But then pay that all.
Yeah,
You know what I
and that's
mean?
true. Like for example, my new secret location, right?
Right.
I bought 4 brand new full line machines, and those cost $5,000 to $7,000 a piece.
And they're
So
nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
I had some money ready to go, but definitely not enough to cover. So I had to do financing for that too. Now, luckily, I'll pay it off quicker than my terms, but still,
Yeah.
don't be afraid. If you think you've got a great opportunity, don't be afraid to put some credit on the line in that case.
And the thing is like, and you look at David. Well, David's at that point now, but he was where we are.
Yeah.
Now, and like Matt's been doing the game for a long time. He's been doing full line for a long time, and like his full line business is great. But now he's got this amusement business that he's growing, and it's at its infant stages of growing into something more and more and more, where he's going to need to put more money out, buy more machines, pay him back, and so we're still trying to get where David's at, but it takes time. And it's 4 years of his time, and like I gotta tell you, man, like David works hard. Like he spends a lot of hours and a lot of time and like a lot of brain cells, figuring out what to do, and it's stressful. Like it's super stressful.
Pretty soon, you'll be one of those videos where somebody says he makes $30,000 a month with 3 hours of work, right?
Right. Yeah. And then you're like, yeah, screw you guys. I've been doing this for 4 years, and they're
definitely not happening.
Yeah, because when you own your own business, as you guys know, and luckily I have the kids. They're great at picking the toys and helping me do stuff. And like we were in the garage all morning organizing stuff and getting the car loaded up, because we always take a machine with us when we go out hunting. So we needed to empty the stuff that was in there, reorganize, load it back up. So I've got some help, which is great. Matt and David, they do it all themselves. Well, you got your wife; she helps you a little bit.
My wife, and I do have my brother that helps me out too.
Yeah,
and his wife. But not gonna lie, at the scale that I'm at, I feel like, oh my gosh, sometimes I feel so overwhelmed with certain things.
Yeah,
there's always, when you got over 100 machines, you gotta be ready to. I mean, there are lots of days where I got nothing, but you never know when that day is going to happen. When you get a text message, hey, your claw machine's not working or whatever, and you have to go over there and repair it. And I always do it on a dime's notice. Like they tell me I'm there the same day or within. If it's really late, I'll be there the next morning, first thing in the morning. I make my route to go around there, and Jonathan and Matt are the same way. They're committed. I mean, there's a reason why Matt is so well loved, that he got the laundromat because of that. He was so dedicated, and Jonathan's got a lot of opportunities. So
yeah, go ahead, finish. Yeah, two stories about that.
I'm just saying.
I'll tell you a funny story about the laundromat too over this past weekend.
Yeah,
go ahead.
We all work
first. Then I want to tell you 2 stories about today. Go ahead.
Okay.
Matt.
No. Yeah.
Oh,
you want a funny laundromat story? It really doesn't have anything to do with vending, but this is the relationship I have with the laundromat. So Sunday morning, right? I'm sitting here. I'm kind of looking at my analytics. I'm doing some research. I'm drinking my coffee, and my phone rings, and it's the owner of the laundromat. I'm like, ooh, hope it's not a problem with my machine. So I'm like, hello. He's like, hey, are you busy right now? I'm like, no, I'm just drinking my coffee. He's like, listen, I got a problem. I'm like, oh, what is my machine doing? He goes, somebody got water and suds all over the laundromat floor, and I can't get a hold of my cleaning crew. Are you able to run up there and take care of it for me? I'm like, absolutely. Yeah. So like I ran up there. I'm mopping the floor. I'm doing all that. I'm shop vacuuming, I'm surrounded by people doing their laundry, because on Sundays is always their busiest day. And obviously if he's got puddles of water on the floor, that's a huge liability. So if somebody slips and falls,
no sign.
So the first thing I did was set up all the wet floor signs.
Yeah.
And I got I was able to. They have like a lockbox with a combination to the janitor closet key. So I was able to get in there and get everything taken care of. Got it all cleaned up, and it was funny. I'm leaving. I'm like, you're good to go. You're all clear. Everything's good. He calls me back. He's like, oh my God, I owe you so. Like I will never lose that location.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're never going to lose that location.
No,
you're because you showed how much love you had towards that location.
Yeah.
I've done that a few times.
And honestly, I've really been kind of buttering him up too, because I think, he lives over an hour away, and that's one of the reasons why he called me in that situation. But this laundromat, he's got like multiple other laundromats, but this one is the farthest one away. And I've had the conversation with him already about, hey, listen, someday when you're ready, and you're no longer wanting to have to drive up here on a regular basis or anything like that, talk to me about selling it. So maybe someday you'll see the Galaxy Games 843 laundromat on the channel. Who knows? We'll see.
That would be cool, man.
That would be awesome.
We all talked about those. They're just great.
Yeah.
The only thing I'd be worried about is like the maintenance part and that.
It's not much different than vending machines. I mean, it's still kind of the same thing.
Yeah. So today, Amelia, one of the guy asked them. He said, "Well, what happens if there's a problem with the machine?" And she said, "Oh, well, we'll come and fix it." And he goes, "When?" And she goes, "Same day, next day." She goes, "My dad will take me." She goes, "We'll come fix it right away." And he's like, "Well, how do I?" She goes, "We always." She looks at like she kind of leans forward and she goes, "Same day or next day?" She goes, "We've never had a problem longer than that." And she said, "We always fix them." And I'm like, "Damn," And they just know, and like we do. We like, and you guys know I've left after live streams and driven 45 minutes to an hour to go fix the machine. Like, we don't have a problem doing that, and it's all about that. And I think that's laundromat is a good thing with we have a Mario Kart arcade, and I got a call 2 nights ago, and I have given these 2 locations. One of them is a big like steakhouse place, and another one is this diner that we have. I've given them a set of keys to all of our machines, and I said, if you ever have a problem, you call me, because they're an hour and a half away from us. Like, they're not close. And I said, most of what we can fix, I can walk you through. Like, you just call me and whatever, if you're cool with that. And I said, if you ever want to put free play on any of the machines, I can walk you through that too, because they do a lot of nonprofit stuff. So we let them put free plays on the machines and stuff, on the arcades, not the claw machines, but the arcades.
Right.
And like one of our Logans does that too, where they put free plays on their nonprofit events and stuff. And so he called me. He's like, the Mario Kart, it says, call attendant or whatever. And I'm like, oh, that's an easy fix. Let me walk you. So he gets to the phone, he gets the key, opens it up, and like not even 5 minutes, he's like, that was really easy. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, I'm going to call you all the time if there's a problem. I'm like, please call us. Please call us. But that saved me an hour and a half trip. So you get to have these types of relationships with people, giving them your keys and having that trust, and them calling you and fixing it in 5 minutes, and you didn't have to drive an hour and a half and then an hour and a half back. So build those relationships with people. So very cool. Here's another question from Ucrave.
Ucrave says, for a mostly cash business, how do you document income for tax purposes? Well, quite honestly, this day and age, it's actually leaning more towards less of a mostly cash business. Yeah. At least basically, I'm kind of now in most of my locations, about 60% of my sales go through the credit card reader. So it's not mostly a cash business anymore, especially if you've watched some of my collection videos. Those stacks are getting smaller, guys, right? because more and more payments are going through the credit card reader. But it's up to you to track your sales. It's up to you to track your expenses. It's up to you to track your inventory, your mileage, any cost involved when you buy products, different things like that. One great way to do that is with a vending software like Vensoft. I'm sure there's some other ones out there too. I use Vensoft for mine, and then you can have it print out all your reporting, like profit and loss statements, your inventory statements, all that kind of stuff. So that's the kind of stuff you can give to like an accountant or a tax professional when it comes to that whole tax time of the year. So that's how I handle it.
This is why we highly recommend you get Nayax readers or Kiosoft readers on your machines, because now they record not only the credit card sales, but they also can record cash and coin. And
they report everything exactly.
If you want to be legit, like you should be, and report your earnings the way you should do, and really be honest about what you're doing, you can run reports on all your full line machines through the software that we use. Vensoft is another really good one. We have the one that we use through Greenlight, and I can run full reports on everything that our machines that do, and how much money they make and everything. And that's what I have to submit to the state at the end of the year, for my seller's permit, being able to have no tax on the products
Yeah.
that we buy for our vending machines. So it helps you in all kinds of things, whether it's like the green line, units that we use for our full line, or we have Kiosoft and Niax units on our claw machines. You should be as legit as you possibly can be, and show, and you can run Niax, you can run all those reports, and same with Kiosoft.
Totally.
So you can run all kinds of reports any day, anytime on anything that's going on with your machine. So that, and then get an accountant. Get a business accountant that you will do your books for you and help you. And QuickBooks is super cheap right now online. I think we pay like $30 a month or something for QuickBooks, and you can input all your charges and the stuff that you do, and then record all your income. And we record our income by doing deposits. That's how we do it. And then our reports that we run match the deposits that we make, because
Yep.
that's where they come from. So that's what you should do. And then also make sure you record all your commission checks to your businesses that you're paying commissions to and all that. And then like there's this whole thing going on of like 1099s. Always give your locations those 1099s and make sure that they're claiming that income on there, so then that way everything jives, because you don't want any bad news with the state, or actually federal is worse. So don't get yourself in a bind, because then they start coming looking for all your receipts and all your stuff, and be legit. So yeah. And then David, everybody loved your presentation on your input, on your income and all that. Everybody's like,
Oh
great
yeah.
job, great job.
Well, it's fun to
So
see. I'm like, I can't believe I wake up and I still can't believe. Like here, I've been doing it for 4 years, over 4 years now. I keep saying 4 years, but it's like 4.5 now. And I
yeah.
wake up and I can't believe that this is my business, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is my life. And then to see this happen to so many people. Like, I mean, without the YouTube channel and the ability, like meeting Galaxy Games, I would have never met Matt, and then I would have never met you, Jonathan, and there's so
I'm
many other
nobody.
people. No, you guys are all special. Like everyone in the Discord and everyone that's in this community is really special to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Agreed.
they hear the
Agreed.
stories. Like all the time we hear in the Discord, Matt touched, not touched me. That sounds real bad. The Matt assisted me on growing and doing this, and then Jonathan did this, and
Yeah.
you guys help. And it's like you hear these stories in the Discord all the time. It's very motivating. It helps. It actually helps me to want to keep growing for myself too.
But
So
you guys
Totally.
know I wouldn't have been anybody without you guys. So we're the kids and I and our business, and I got, that's why I reached out to you guys in the beginning, because I was like, we need as much help as we can get, and I think
I was
that
like,
that's
who's
what we're
this
providing.
weirdo contacting me over the
Well, you
stranger
don't know,
danger?
and I think that's one of the things you'll realize when like you go to MBVA and those kind of events and stuff, is like, we're normal, weird, introverted people just like everybody else, and
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
we're down to earth, and you know put
I had so
like
much
we
fun
always
with you
say,
guys.
put our pants on the same way, one leg at a time, that kind of stuff. But it's true. Like, we're not any
We
different
all
than else.
carpooled the first day to Fremont Street. I've never been to Fremont Street. You got to remember, I'm Mormon. This is all new to me.
It
So
was
it's
so much
like
fun, though. We had a
I,
blast. I
I
mean,
was
that trip
always
was so awesome.
Yeah, when I went to Vegas as a kid, it was always with my parents, and we always just stayed like in the Excalibur. We went downstairs to just play at the carnival, go on the rides. I had no idea that Vegas was like that. I was always told, "Don't look down, look away," and stuff like that. I didn't see anything bad when I was there, but I'm like, I had so much fun with you guys. You guys were really fun. They were the greatest. And then I don't know, remember, it was Jonathan or Matt. Someone Ubered us, and he paid for like the limo one where we just had so much room, premium Uber, and it
It
was like
wasn't me.
it was Jonathan then.
Oh,
Jonathan paid. It must have been Jonathan that paid for everyone just to Uber around and stuff. So, but it was awesome.
Um, I think it wasn't. I think it was Natalie, actually, that
Was it
did it.
It might have
Natalie?
been. It might have been. Yeah,
I
especially
think
on the
so.
ride back. Yeah, I think it was Natalie.
Yeah, I think it was. Um, Christine, I don't think you can write this off. Like, I think they're just donating it to donate it, like, as far as to be nice and give back to the employees that play their machine. But I don't think that's like a write-off that you can put on your taxes, because it doesn't go as like a business expense. That's just them taking money and giving it to the employees, which I'm sure the location really appreciates and their employees appreciate it. But I can't. I mean, I'm not a tax guy, but I don't see any way you can write that off.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's just
would
them.
definitely. consult with a tax accountant
Yeah.
or a CPA or somebody like that, a tax professional. When it comes to
Yeah.
any related questions like that, we definitely don't want to give any wrong information or opinions because
Yeah.
that could be misconstrued and get someone in trouble. And we certainly don't want to do that.
The only way you can write stuff off like that is if they're like a nonprofit or somebody that has
Charitable donation,
a
something like that.
charitable
Yeah.
donation of
Yeah.
some kind, and the employees are not a charitable donation. So I really don't, and that's
Yeah.
just me speaking. I don't know,
Donate
but
to Yao.
your accountant would know. But I don't think you can. I think that they're just cool kids, man. Like Tinker Toys and Hobbies, like they just want to get back, and we get the same thing with our machines. Like a lot of the employees play our machines at our locations, so that's a great idea, and I think
Yeah.
that that's something you could definitely. It's like paying it forward, but you really don't get anything in return besides them playing your machines more. And we've learned what people like. You know, like Amelia has certain locations where, like, you know, one of the
Yeah.
employees has a Jeep, so she'll bring her a rubber ducky, or you know what I mean. Like there's certain things you just do to kind of help out with certain things, and we stock more things, you know, in certain locations than others because that's what they want to win. Like at our restaurants, the waitresses like the coin purses. Like you guys have your coin purses in your machines, those little zipper purses. They love those. They put their tips in them and then put them in the, you know, so they have the little zipper pouches and they stick their tips in them and keep them in their little locker. So we put more of those in certain restaurants, and so yeah, that's kind of how we do
Love
our
it.
stuff.
Love it.
All right, we got 5 minutes left. One time on the
5
giveaway.
minutes. One more time. This time it's someone else's turn.
David.
Yeah, I'll do it. For
Okay.
sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
show.
there we go. Thank you so much. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, everyone that's in the live stream, if you haven't already heard about the great news, amazing opportunity. Make
Totally radio guy right there.
Yeah, make sure you join the Discord and sign up for the free spin giveaway. It's so simple to do. Jonathan did a demonstration on it in this video. Join the Discord, links in the description. It's free, always free. There is a premium membership if you want to. That's optional. You can support all of us. But the free spin is free to sign up. There is a channel tab with a rocket ship. You click on that rocket ship, you go to the candymachines.com URL link that's in that channel. You'll be able to be entered into the free spin giveaway. It takes like a minute to do. Once you are entered, we are doing this live giveaway in Vegas. What, 4 weeks from today? Super
4 weeks.
amazing. Like, I can't believe it. Like, that's so soon. This thing's going to come fully kitted out, and you're going to be able to win this free shipping and everything. If you are selected, the drawing will be live. However, if you did not win, there are 2 other prizes. There's the runner-up capsule / sticker vendor, which Matt Galaxy Games 843 has shown many times in his recent videos, and
Does
that
so
thing
good.
is super. Oh, that thing is a kill.
Does
Like,
so
it's
good.
fully.
Yes.
I can't believe it's gonna be fully kitted too, but that thing is super cool. That was going to be originally the giveaway prize, to my understanding, and the fact that they added that as the secondary prize is just mind blowing. Because
Yeah.
I would take any of those, honestly. I actually really could. Hint, candymachines.com. Just kidding. Anyways, you can sign up. You'll be entered for that as well. That will be a drawing. And then, because we are celebrating the kings of the YouTube of vending, the quick play channels for hitting 500,000 subscribers,
Yes.
they have graciously donated out of their own earnings a super mini that will be given away also. So there are 3 giant prizes. This is like triple. Like, we did the super mini giveaway last year, and now we're doing 2 more on top of that. It's just insane. So, guys, if you haven't already done so, quickly before time's out, sign up, get your family involved, get your brother, your sister, your wife, your aunt, your grandma, because there's only so many people entered in this giveaway, and it's going to be given away live. Join us in Vegas to participate in this giveaway. You don't have to be there, but please join us in Vegas if you can, if you have the means, because I would love to meet and greet with you. I know Matt would, and also Jonathan too, and everyone else. We want the hugest crowd ever. We want to surround Candy Machine's booth where we're like able to like set up a pretzel stand if we wanted to and make lots of money. Obviously, that's sarcasm. But guys, make sure you do that, and I hope you guys support all of our channels, and we'll see you there. Thank you so much for always being such great supporters and liking the videos and joining us on our live streams, because we do enjoy sharing our secrets and tips because we love the community, and I know you guys love us back.
And thank you, candymachines.com, for these giveaways.
100%.
Totally.
I know. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, it's pretty much that time, guys. Again, these 2 hours fly by every week. Thank you guys so much for coming and joining us week after week. We appreciate you guys always watching the videos, watching the live stream, sharing the thumbs up, sharing the stream, sharing the video, sharing the, giving all the likes, all the subscriptions, all the super chats, guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support. We really do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes. All right. With that said, though, make sure you guys get signed up for that giveaway that David just discussed. And we're wrapping this live stream up right here, guys.